Okay.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, Birmingham, Alabama.
This is Ghost Talk with 187 PI. Sit back and prepare yourselves for an adventure into the paranormal world with host Shelly Robertson and 187 PI research team. Ghost Talk is broadcasting live from Ohio's most haunted jail. Learn about their ongoing research at the jail and abroad, investigation techniques, and their personal encounters. Here is your host of Ghost Talk and 187 PI founder, Shelly Robertson.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ghost Talk Radio. I have an interesting show planned for you tonight, which deals with hauntings and animals. I want to invite all of my listening friends out there tonight to join me in chat at wbhm-db.com, where you can join in on the conversation and share any stories you may have regarding your own pets and their afterlife. So, let's start off with this question before we deal with the actual animal ghosts and such. Can animals sense paranormal activity? Well, to me, it certainly does appear so. Most non-believers rationalize paranormal activity, trying to understand and justify things from a logical perspective that animals can easily pick up. Now, compared to animals, humans have weakened senses. Most animals have senses much more keen than our own human senses, and many of them have senses that humans don't even have at all. It is well known that many animals know when something paranormal is around them, from a common house cat hissing or following something unseen passing to the room, to just watching something. Have you ever sat there and just watched your cat paying attention to something that you can't see? Dogs and cats pretty much behave in the same manner. It is said that dogs, horses, birds, and I'm sure there's a lot of other animals also have the ability to sense things that most humans can't or wouldn't or have no capability of. Cats, for example, are well known for superb hearing, excellent sense of smell, and known electromagnetic sensory abilities. They also have low light vision, which probably makes them able to see things even in regular light that we can't see. It has also been noted that cats also seem to pick up their sleeping areas according to electromagnetic fields. Now, electromagnetic fields is known to spike up with paranormal activity. However, consistent electromagnetic fields are also associated with our own electronics and the wirings that run through our house, which leads us to believe that cats have the ability to directly sense electromagnetic fields. And I actually find that quite fascinating. Dogs are also well known for a multitude of great senses, from their superb sense of smell, possible electromagnetic sensory abilities, and a superb sense of hearing. Some have claimed that, then I find this really interesting, that the wetness of a dog's eyes make them able to see ghosts, and if a human ever would were to wet their eyes like the dog's eyes wetness, we would be able to see the same things that the dogs see. I find this very interesting. I'm not so sure about this claim. However, it is interesting nonetheless. And I don't know how we would actually test that theory if we wanted to, but it is interesting. Horses, they are naturally skittish, of course, and it has been reported that they often refuse to cross into areas that have high electromagnetic fields. They do, however, have superb senses in hearing and smell, but they have a limited sight in low light, making them even more dependent on using their other senses. It has also been reported that many birds, even the birds that are household pets, they are able to sense paranormal activity. They become frightened for no apparent reason, acting frantic, even putting up their fighting defenses. Birds are also affected by EMF. Not only do they sense it, but they can see EMF. Researchers have previously discovered molecules called cryptochromes, which change their chemistry in the presence of a magnetic field. And when this happens in the retinas of the bird's eyes, like when the light hits these molecules, their chemistry changes and the magnetism can influence them. The molecules might then even affect light sensing cells in the retina to create images. Now, this helps not only the bird's brain navigate during flight, but possibly also to see ghosts, at the very least, the energy image. And I find this to be truly fascinating that the researchers have found they can actually see the Earth's electromagnetic fields. That is fascinating to me. I have had personal experiences with such events with our previous house cats. They were always watching something I could not see. One of them is hissed and hunched his back up, all his hair standing up, at something I couldn't see with my own eyes. It's quite an amazing thing to witness when your pet seems to be interacting with something or someone you yourself cannot see. And I have a question for all my listening friends out there tonight. Have you had any experiences like this? If you have, please come to our interactive chat at wbhm-db.com and tell us about it. I would love to share your stories with our listening friends tonight. Which brings us to tonight's topic of hauntings and animals. So, to start, a question we must ask: can pets or animals in general hang around after they die? In my personal experience, I would have to say yes, at least for a short time just after death. So then we must ask, do animals have souls? Well, there are quite a few people who would be quick to tell you that this is a ridiculous notion and that animals do not have souls. Based upon my own experiences, it is possible, in the very least, that they have an energy life force that I believe can remain. As we all know, through thermodynamic, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It simply changes states. The total amount of energy in an isolated system does not and cannot change. And thanks to Einstein, We also know that matter and energy are two rungs kind of on the same ladder. Now, the universe as a whole is closed. However, human bodies and other ecosystems are not closed. They are open systems. We exchange energy with our surroundings, okay? Now, we can gain energy, again, through chemical processes, and we can lose it by expelling waste or emitting heat. So now in death, the collection of atoms of which you are composed of, and that's kind of like a universe within a universe, so to speak, those atoms are repurposed. Those atoms and that energy, which originated actually during the Big Bang, will always be around. Therefore, your light is the essence of your energy, and that's not to be confused with your actual consciousness. It will continue to echo throughout space until the end of time. So it is clear to me that it would be the same for an animal, that its energy would still be around. Now, could this energy from animals also retain what we might refer to as a memory stamp, like it is shown to do with humans? Well, folks, I believe so. And why not? You know, even though animals, they aren't thought to be aware of the fact that they will eventually die, like we as humans are aware, who is to say that their energy cannot remain and also retain some of the memory of the animal while it was living, you know? So could there be potential intelligent animal hauntings? Well, yeah, I believe there can be. And most definitely, there can be residual animal hauntings, of course. Some of our most powerful bonds, I will tell you, are not with other humans, but they are with our pets. Could these ties survive even death? Could you be sharing your home with the ghosts of previous pets? Well, I think so. And mediums, psychics, parapsychologists, and researchers who investigate haunted sites, a lot of them also say yes. Now, many hauntings by humans, we believe, center around a trauma, a tragedy, or a sudden death, which creates an emotional bruise, so to speak, that traps the spirits in the time and space, okay? That's why it is believed that battlegrounds, insane asylums, penitentiaries, and historically violent places are frequently the sites of paranormal activity. Now, animal ghosts, on the other hand, are less likely to be the result of any of those things I just mentioned. So, we look at other hauntings, such as someone having unfinished business or someone wanting to look after someone that is, that's something else to ponder. This would likely be an intelligent haunting, whereas the energy of that person does have memory capabilities, much like water. Okay? It's been proven the ability of water to retain a memory of substances previously dissolved in it, even after a huge number of dilutions have been performed. It has been claimed to be a mechanism by which homeopathic remedies work, even though they are diluted to the point that no single molecule of the original substance remains. Now, of course, folks, water memory defies conventional scientific understanding of physical chemistry knowledge, and it is not